Can I ask you something, Travis?
Sure.
What is the one thing about this country that bugs you the most?
Well, I don't know. You know, I don't follow political issues that closely, sir. I don't know.
Oh, well, there must be something.
Well, whatever it is, he should clean up this city here, because this city here is like an open sewer, you know? It's full of filth and scum. Sometimes I can hardly take it. Whatever becomes the president should just really clean it up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go out and I smell it, I get headaches, it's so bad, you know? They just never go away, you know? It's like, I think that the president should just clean up this whole mess here. He should just flush it right down the fucking toilet.
Well, I think I know what you mean, Travis. But it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to make some radical changes.
Damn straight.
All right, welcome back to Burn Pile. There's a lot of episodes of this show now. I think this is number 18. I said I think because I'm really worried I'm going to say the episode number wrong, and I really don't like to do any editing at all. So I just need to get in the habit of not trying to say the episode number. But I think this is 18. Yes, it's 18. Okay. Well, as you can probably tell from the intro, I'm a little hyped up. Where I live, the movie theater closest to me was actually showing Taxi Driver this week. So you probably recognized the dialogue from the intro there, from the classic movie Taxi Driver. And you say, Wizard Cat, you were just giving a lecture about media literacy, and it seems like you're unironically saying that you agree with the Travis Bickle character. But listen, the reason that's such a great movie is I don't think it's that Scorsese intended for you to think of Travis as a hero, but to some extent, I think every male in the world has related to him, you know, to some degree, at some level. If you haven't watched Taxi Driver, just pause this podcast and go watch it. I don't know if it being back in theaters is exclusive to... It's exclusive to just one chain of theaters in the country where I live right now. I don't know if that's happening all over the world or if it's just a special thing here. But I had never seen it on the big screen. I had never really thought about going to see like re-releases or old movies on the big screen. I don't think there have been many re-releases close to me that I've cared about. But I just happened to see that Taxi Driver was showing again, and I got really excited. I love Scorsese. I love almost all of his movies. You know, stuff like Shutter Island kind of sucks. It's not that bad. But, you know, even stuff like Bringing Out the Dead, amazing. The Age of Innocence, you know, not a typical Scorsese movie. Absolutely incredible. But, you know, Taxi Driver is a, you know, Scorsese movie, and it's amazing. You have to see it. Just incredible. How about when that guy gets his hand blown off? Spoilers. But really go see it. Really, really go see it. And so, of course, whenever Taxi Driver gets on my radar again, because I watched it again, or someone mentioned it, or just whatever, I start thinking about John Hinckley, right? I mean, doesn't everybody do that? So if you don't know the backstory, John Hinckley watched Taxi Driver, and Jodie Foster is like a child prostitute in it. I think she was 15 at the time, and she's playing a character that's like 12 years old. And John Hinckley watched that movie, and if you think my media literacy is bad, John Hinckley decided that he should shoot President Reagan to get Jodie Foster's attention. So that's what he did, but God bless him, he served his time. And now he's on YouTube making music, and it's incredible. He's got one of the best YouTube channels I've ever seen. Unfortunately, he only gets 1,000 views here, 1,000 views there. You know, oh, no, I'm wrong. 12,000 views, 18,000 views. This latest one from 2 days ago, 1.3 thousand views, 1,300 views, you know. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. If you're just listening, I'm looking through his YouTube channel now. He's got thumbnails. They're him in sunglasses. He's an older guy now. There's a thumbnail of him in sunglasses with his shirt off, and he's fat. Most of them, he's got his guitar. He has original music. Let's go ahead. Let's play some of the music. Now, I do wonder, do you think that John Hinckley like registers his songs and copyright strikes people on YouTube? There's no way he does that, right? I mean, he needs to have grace for other people in his life, right? Right? Okay, I'm going to play this song.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing great. This is my latest original song.
I am doing great, John. Thank you. I'm just going to stop. He has a guitar that says John Hinckley on it, which is insane because I would have changed my name if I were him. He's famous for shooting the president. Why is he writing his name on his guitar? Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. What is he doing? Why does he think this is a good thing to do? Hold on. Let's play it.
Love is gonna come to the people. Peace is gonna be in the air.
I got some bad ideas in my head. I'm gonna sing a song called Love is Gonna Come to the People.
We will overcome all the hard times. Justice will be righteous and so fair. Everyone is gonna find a way to make a new and better day.
How can you sit there and do this when you shot the president? Like, I don't even... You're like, listen, I watched the movie. Jodie Foster was a preteen prostitute, and I thought I could get her attention, you know, if I shot the president, like it seems like the guy is going to do in the movie, but then ultimately doesn't. I mean, oof. Rough, John, rough. Hey, I like the music. You know, I would go see him live. I'm not gonna pretend like I walk around listening to this in my headphones. I'm not gonna pretend like I turn off my racist podcast to listen to John Hinckley's music. But I will say, if he showed up in my neighborhood like a little miracle, just like Taxi Driver being back on the big screen, if John Hinckley showed up in my neighborhood, you know, I'd go see him play live for sure. I mean, I don't think he's going to get a passport, so I don't think he can. But, you know, if it happened, things happen. Who knows? I'd love to meet John Hinckley. Who's the guy who got out, who shot RFK? Isn't he out now? Isn't he out of prison? Do you think they would want to meet together? Hey, what about that kid who shot Trump in the ear? Don't you wish he lived? Can you imagine if the kid who shot Trump in the ear, the patsy the CIA set up to murder Trump, if they didn't blow his head off, like if they just nicked him or whatever, and then they had a big trial, and then he got sentenced to 30 years or whatever, Just think, like, in 30 years, he'd go from being this, like, sweet, like, baby-faced, like, 20-year-old boy or whatever he was, and he'd be, like, this 50-year-old guy with a guitar, and he'd be singing about love. That would be so cool. That's what got robbed from us, you know, by this whole cover-up where they blew his head off, and then they scrubbed his apartment and everything, and now we're never going to have any music. His career got stopped dead. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. All right, so if you listened last week, you know that I used a lot of music from Orcbrand. And Orcbrand and I DM'd a little bit again, which was very cool. He actually retweeted out the pod. On X, I also post the full episodes of the podcast there, and he actually retweeted it, which was very nice. He's much bigger than I am. And when we DM'd, he said, hey, could you just next time shill for the Substack a little more? And shill I shall. Everybody, please check out orcbrand.substack.com. That's where he publishes all of these songs. I think he publishes them as podcasts, just to get them kind of in the right format for displaying on the Substack. But if you go there, you can see it, you can play the music, and you can read all the lyrics. So this has been a busy week with the tariffs. We have tariffs, and then we don't. Is it 4D chess? Is it because Trump's retarded? Well, who knows, but this song, it's funny, this song from a few months ago, what is this? From February 1st, this song from Orcbrand was in my head a lot. And I actually was like, when everyone was saying, because Trump walked back the tariffs, except for the tariffs on China. They're still extremely high tariffs, by the way. It's still like 10% on everything, which is very, very high. So who knows if what he said is true, that everybody called him and said they wanted to make a deal, so he walked it back for everyone. Or if he blinked. I mean, whatever. At some point, I've just got to have faith in the guy. But I was walking down the street that day singing the song to myself because I had heard it when it first came out from Orcbrand. This is the Keikaku of Trump-sama. So I'm going to go ahead and play this now. If you don't like listening to these songs, you want to skip ahead about 3 minutes from now. I'm just going to go ahead and play this, a little break. Here we go.
There's a plan, base plan, trusted. The plan is secret, based on the need to know. The plan needs me, based. I'm your top guy, all according to Keikaku. Base, Keikaku means plan. I trust Keikaku. I trust the Keikaku of Trump-sama. Trump-sama, I trust you. All according to Keikaku. Trump-sama's plan. I'll do my part for Trump-sama. No matter what happens, I move forward with the plan. With Keikaku. No matter what happens, I stick with the plan. With the K. Keep moving forward with the plan. For you, Trump-sama. No matter what. There's a plan, based, plan, trusted. The plan is secret, based on the need to know. The plan needs me, based. I'm your top guy, all according to Keikaku. Base, Keikaku means plan. I trust the Keikaku of Trump-sama. I'll execute them all for you. The plans, I'll do my part of the plan. I'll do my duty. Trust me, I trust the plan. Initiating, moving forward. Engage. Trump-sama needs me. I'll do it for you, Trump-sama. Love wins in the end. Source, my heart. The plan is based on what? Based, like all good relationships, on trust. Based, all according to plan. Plan means Keikaku. There's a plan, based, plan, a secret. On the need to know, the plan needs me. I'm your top guy, all according to Keikaku. Base Keikaku means plan. I trust the Keikaku of Trump-sama. No matter what, I'll execute them all for you. Trump-sama. Yeah, I'll execute them all. Don't you worry. I'll execute them all in style. Ahead of schedule and under budget. Yeah, the executions have commenced just according to the plan. Plan means Keikaku. Based. Based.
All right, another classic from Orcbrand. Very cool. Thank you, Orcbrand. I think I'm also going to use that Hitlerized juice as the outro today. Maybe from now on, too. This one I just played, I was going to use this as the intro today, but I just thought it would be more fun to play the taxi driver stuff. And I did a little test recording to see if it sounded okay, and it sounded okay to me, so I went with that. All right, let's get into the news because there are some gems. Of course, everyone's attention was on the tariffs and all that, and when everybody's attention is on the really big story, that's when you really get the gems coming out. The gems. Okay, so let's look at this one. All right, here we go. Headline: Dallas rabbi who spread false Hamas rape claims arrested for child molestation. Ah, you're kidding. What? You mean the guys who are... I better not finish that. Oh boy. All right, I don't even know how much I can comment here and still I mean, I don't care that much about the YouTube channel. I'd like to keep it, but I wonder how far you have to go before you're like just delisted from like every spot, or not every spot, like every podcast app, like not just Spotify, but like I wonder how far you have to go before Substack's like, we're not hosting this RSS. Like, what are you doing? So I'm gonna not comment too much on this one. I'm gonna just start reading here. A Dallas Zionist shit. A Dallas Zionist rabbi who publicly spread false claims about Hamas raping Israeli women on October 7th has been arrested for sexually abusing a teenage boy. Okay, I said I'm not going to comment, but all right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave my comment for the first paragraph at you're kidding. All right, let's go on. Let's keep reading. Rabbi Yizhak Meir Sabo, 43, was charged with indecency with a child, according to Dallas County jail records. Authorities arrested him on April 1st. April Fools! Hey, we're here to congratulate you on all your work for our greatest ally, Israel. April Fools, you're under arrest for child molestation. Okay, the reports surfaced on March 27th, prompting the Akiba Yavne Academy to place him on administrative leave. Come on, Akiba Yavne Academy, he's done a lot for your people here. You're going to abandon him over some accusations? According to an affidavit, Sabo repeatedly pulled down a male student's pants and touched his genitals. The abuse allegedly occurred while the student was in grades 9 through 12. Well, grade 12, he was probably legal. What's age of consent in Texas? What is the age of consent in Texas? Okay, so right now, for the purposes of this story, I want to look it up. Let me tell you why I'm not going to look up the age of consent in Texas. It's because once I look up what the age of consent in Texas is, I'm going to know that. I'm going to probably retain that information. And then when someone asks me, like 5, 6, 7 years from now, any time in my life, hey, what's the age of consent in Texas? Or, hey, do you know the age of consent in America? And I can say, oh, it's different depending on the states. I'll be like, oh, well, like, for example, and I'll be like, I don't want to be in a position where I say, oh, well, in Texas, it's this one, right? See, this is the thing with the age of consent. This is the real, what's the really gay Reddit thing? The Rocco's Basilisk, where they're turbo atheists and they just invented God. They said, like, if you're aware that an AI could be created that would be all powerful and would kill you, then that's it's like a mind virus or something. That's what the age of consent laws are. It's like, you don't want to know this stuff. You can't, because if anyone ever at any time asks you what the age of consent is anywhere, the only correct answer is, I don't know. Because if you answer like right off the top of your head, like by the time you're Googling age of consent, you're not in a great spot. Huh? Like it's better if you just don't know this stuff, because you don't need anybody asking you, and you don't need to have an answer for them. You just need like, how would I know that? I don't know. Okay, but age of consent in Texas, I mean, 9th grade's going to be like 14, okay? That's going to be like younger than Jodie Foster was when John Hinckley decided to go shoot the president. No, actually, he shot him in the 80s, right? Because Reagan wasn't president till the 80s. That movie's from 76, so I don't know. She was 15 during filming. Right? I'm getting slightly sidetracked by having watched a movie. You when your annoying friend like gets into something, or he like did something like that week and he keeps like coming back to it? That's what I am. I am that friend, like, so bad. I literally am that. And that's why this podcast is the way it is right now. Like, everything's just going to keep coming back to Taxi Driver. But yeah, grade 12 is like a full legal adult. It's like 18. Grade 9 is, it's pushing it, okay? So the abuse allegedly occurred while the student was in grades 9 through 12. Sabo also watched the student shower and gave him inappropriate massages, the report states. School officials called the reports shocking and serious and banned Sabo from campus and all school-related activities. More families have since come forward with additional concerns. However, investigators have stated that the current case does not involve younger students. Oh, okay. They're like, everybody relax. Okay? I mean, the boy was young, but he wasn't, I mean, he was 14. It's not great. That's what the authorities are basically saying here. They're like, everybody relax. He was 14. All the parents are like, whew, okay, thank God. Sabo's arrest comes months after he helped spread unverified claims that Hamas fighters committed mass sexual violence during the October 7th military operation. He joined Zionist rallies in Dallas, falsely accusing Palestinian resistance of rape and murder without any presented evidence. The case has drawn attention to the issue of projection among Israeli propagandists. While Sabo pushed false narratives about sexual violence, he now faces serious charges of abusing a child. Okay, so here's something I'm not going to do, or something I didn't do, which I guess I'll do that, and I'll just do this now, like live on the podcast. But this is The outlet I'm reading this from is called the I guess it's pronounced the Cuds News Network. It's QUDS, like Cuds News Network or QUDS, and it looks like they have a symbol or like a logo here that's like got maybe Arabic on it. So perhaps not an unbiased source, but let's look at their homepage. Let's see what the homepage is like. Let's see here. Maybe I need to get out of a dark reader because I can't read their they've got a little, oh no, it's nothing. Just says the name Cuds News Network. That's, I don't know, that doesn't look really Arabic to me now that I'm looking at it. It looks weird. Doesn't look Arabic. Okay, so Trump faces lawsuit. Danish court rejects lawsuit seeking to stop arms exports to Israel. Okay, so this is a whole like Palestinian outlet here. So that story, maybe they just made it up. Do you think there's ever going to be a movie like, you remember that movie Spotlight? About how Christians are bad and they fuck kids? And it's made by like a certain group in Hollywood that's not Catholic. Do you ever think there's going to be that for like one of these Jewish sex scandals? Like, is there going to be a big Hollywood movie that gets lots of Oscar attention for and it's about like whatever was going on with those mattresses in the tunnels underneath New York? I mean, they had Jews coming out of tunnels with like filthy mattresses with like God knows what. Like, I don't know if it was like shit or dried blood or whatever. When's that movie coming out? Because all I ever hear about is Catholics. I mean, in movies, like Protestants like don't exist for some reason. Like the only representation of Christianity is Catholicism, and like 90% of the time it's bad. When is there going to be where's the Jewish spotlight? The Jewish the thing where you have like some guy who's like very obviously Jewish, like running a Jewish school or something, or being a teacher there, and dressed a certain way or whatever, and he's just like full on fucking little kids. Something tells me it would be hard to get that one produced. I don't know what, but something tells me it would. Something tells me it would. Okay, well, let's go on with the theme of child rape. Let's go on here, and I'm wondering like why my YouTube videos don't like go off or anything, or like why I got in trouble a few times ago, and like I bring up child rape like it's like 3/4 of the show at this point. But okay, more child rape. Here we go. Another story. Vice President of Bikers Against Child Abuse arrested for sex crimes against children. I'll read that again. Vice President of Bikers Against Child Abuse arrested for sex crimes against children. So, you know that expression, it's turtles all the way down? Where like it's the world is on the back of a giant turtle, and what's that turtle on? It's on the back of an even bigger turtle. And you can, well, what's that? And it's just turtles all the way down. It's like that for child rape, I think. It's like there's the guys who abuse the children, like this guy at the Jewish school we were just talking about, and then there's the bikers who come to protect the kids who are victims of that, and then they also abuse the kids. And then there's like the guys who come in to protect them from the bikers, and then they also fuck the kids. It's just child abuse all the way down. That's my theory of the universe here. All right, let's read a little bit. The vice president of the Buffalo chapter of Bikers Against Child Abuse was arrested Wednesday for sex crimes against children, according to New York State Police. John Todaro, 49, of Amherst, was allegedly found to be in possession of child pornography following an internet crimes against children investigation. He was also disseminating child pornography, officials said. Police said Todaro would have had opportunities to be around children in his role. Yeah, it's almost like that role would attract this kind of guy. Wouldn't you think? Would you think it might be very attractive? Hey, there's going to be a bunch of vulnerable victim children over here. Does anyone want to volunteer to help? Hey, let me tell you about these guys who do this whole thing with helping children, or like a big part of their personality is like how much they fucking hate pedophiles. Like, I'm not in any way sexually attracted to prepubescent children at all, because that's very, very unnatural. I have the same reaction to like the thought of that as a reaction to like literally eating shit. It's disgusting. So I don't think about it. I want to stay very far away from it. When it happens, it's very sad. I understand that there are police officers and lawyers who need to help those kids, and that's their job. And I hope they're well compensated, because being around that takes a huge toll on you. In the same way, like, I hope the people who have to like go into the sewage system and clean out shit, I hope they're well compensated too, because it's disgusting. And can you imagine someone like volunteering to go like clean up shit, to go like clean up human shit somewhere? It's like, oh yeah, that shit is so disgusting, I'm gonna get in there and clean it up myself. It's like, what? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm sure, like, okay, some of these biker guys, I'm sure some of these guys were abused themselves when they were young, and now they're big, strong guys, and they think that they're helping. You know, I'm not going to judge what anybody's doing who actually went through something like that and how they're dealing with it. That's fine. But I'm just saying, when you, like, you put a big sign up and you say, like, damaged, vulnerable children over here, come be the good guy over here, you're going to attract some bad people. Some very bad people. I mentioned several episodes ago when I was talking about Rumble, that the only time I had used Rumble was to find the last episode of this pedophile hunter show that got kicked off of YouTube. And from that, you might think that I am a pedophile hunter fan, that I like these shows. I don't. I think they suck. I think there's something really weird going on with those guys. You know, this one show I happen to like, it was just really, really funny to me, the way they asked the pedophiles questions like it was a game show. That angle was just hilarious to me. It still is. I wish that show was on. But most of these pedophile hunter guys, like the ones you see now who are going out and kind of violently attacking these guys, like they say, like, oh, I'm a 10-year-old boy, come fuck me, and then the guy comes and then they kind of humiliate and beat the shit out of him sometimes. I mean, humiliating him, like, it's whatever. Like, yeah, he was trying to fuck a 10-year-old. He can be humiliated. I don't care. When they're like physically attacking the guy, I mean, I guess I also don't care. But at the same time, I think they suck ass for doing it. Like, I don't really feel bad for the guy as much as I think that the people doing it also suck. And that's not exactly the same as this Bikers Against Child Abuse guy being an actual pedophile. Like, I think the guys who are doing that, by and large, I don't think they themselves are pedophiles. I just think they're people with, like, a lot of rage inside, which is everybody. I think we all have a lot of rage inside. But they found, like, an acceptable target to do violence to. and that's not good. It's like they're putting all the like you see them like yell and scream and like maybe hit some guy who is there to like fuck a kid, and it's like, yeah, look, he's yelling and screaming at like his boss or his bitch of a wife or like whatever. Like he's just got all this male rage he can't get out, and there's a target where like everybody's gonna clap for him to get it out on this guy, and so he's making a video of it, and he's also going to get like clout. There's nothing good going on there. That can't possibly be good for anybody. I mean, it's obviously like if it hasn't gone too far already, it's definitely going to go too far. I hope that all the social media platforms kind of crack down on that content, because somebody who is there innocently is going to like get the shit beat out of them one day. Like somebody's going to be like, hey, okay, kid, I'm coming to fuck you. I'm wearing a green hat. And then it's like a Walmart parking lot. And then some other guy in a green hat is going to get the shit beat out of him. Some guy who just happened to be wearing a green hat. And it's going to be like, it's going to be a whole thing. I can just see it. I can just see it happening, like it's already happened. But anyway, it's child rape all the way down, folks. Your Jewish teacher at your Jewish school is going to fuck you in the ass, and then a big biker is going to come to make you feel safe when you testify, and he's going to fuck you in the ass. It's just the way it is. It's a fuck ass world, as they say. All right. Let's see. I actually do have a lot prepared. I have like too many stories. I always have too many stories. But this week I really have a lot. So I was, it's like an embarrassment of riches here. It's too much to even get into. It's like when I only have like 4 or 5 stories, it's very easy to know what to pick next. But let's go with this bitch getting slapped. This dumb bitch got slapped at some kind of political rally. And, all right. So if you're just listening now, here's a problem. One of my favorite podcasts on their Patreon episode today, they also covered this. And I actually thought about not covering it because they did, because people know that I listen to that podcast. So it's kind of like I stole it from them. But I didn't. This was in my notes before they recorded that episode. So, but here we go. This is some kind of gay protest. There's this idiot lady up there. She's like the left-wing lady, I think. Let's see what she says. I don't exactly remember.
Protests gone wrong.
Okay, so it's this obese, shrieking retard lady in overalls. She's like actually in overalls. And you just heard her voice there. And she's like on the top of these like steps, and it's some kind of a rally. I see Ukrainian colors and a sign that says "Save Democracy." So you know exactly who these retards are. Okay, so here's where it gets great. This much bigger and even fatter man starts walking to her. She points off camera, and then he walks into frame. It's very cinematic, actually. Like, you couldn't have made it better. She points off camera and screams, and then he walks into frame. He's wearing a shirt on his back. The shirt says, "I am the weapon." All right, watch this. Now he stands over her. He slaps her in the face. He just slaps her ass. He just slaps her right in the face. And the crowd goes wild.
Wrong. That was really.
And the stupid bitch, it cuts to like a few minutes later, and the stupid bitch is saying that was wrong. It's another stupid bitch.
Really fucked up, and that's going to be dealt with.
And that was really fucked up, and that's going to be dealt with, just like we're going to deal with Putin in Ukraine.
This person's going to be okay.
Just like Ukraine's going to be okay.
And we're all here.
Protest.
All right. Yeah, there's a short little one, but a delightful one. This is from @LashyBills. Send in the weapon. Okay, very good. Very good. Great content. Let's go to Newsweek now. Fired federal workers could work factory jobs created by tariffs, says Besant. Okay, let's see here.
Tariffs, which are a tax on the American people.
All right, that video isn't what I want, actually, so forget about that. But let's go down here. God, these autoplay videos. Did you know that I believe Google Chrome has no way to disable autoplay videos now? Like in their options? It's so gross. These autoplay... I mean, someday a real rain's going to come and wash all these scum off the streets. That's the 2025 version of Taxi Driver. It's me doing like Uber, and I'm like, did you know Google Chrome, these Senator, these unskippable videos where you go to read something and the video doesn't skip. I mean, I get so fucking sick of it. I mean, something's got to be done. It's okay. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has suggested that those who have been laid off from their jobs in the federal government will be able to take on new jobs created as tariffs rehouse manufacturing in the U.S. So what we are doing, on one side, the president is reordering trade. On the other side, we are shedding excess labor in the federal government and bringing down federal borrowings, Bessent told Tucker Carlson on Friday. And then on the other side, that will give us the labor we need for the new manufacturing. Hey, you were doing gender experiments on mice? You know what you're doing now? Get into the mines! Into the mines! I love that. It is so good. All these women with fake email jobs, all this federal government stuff, all these women who like the vision I get in my head, the example the world got, like when Trump was shot at, and there was like those fat Secret Service women, and you just absolutely know that those like fat Secret Service women, they have all the like office and like career credentials, but they're never going to like advance in the Secret Service because they can't get any field time. But like they're gonna let them get their field time in with Trump, who's just a candidate at that time, and they're going to be like in the back. It's like, okay, you'll be by the limo. Nothing ever happens, you know. Like the guys will come in, they'll really escort him, but like you'll be you'll be there. You just, something, God forbid something happens. You got to pull your gun. And then of course we saw like the fat lady, she couldn't get her gun out. And she was like, she kept trying to like put her gun in the holster, but she kept like hitting her rolls of fat first. She tried to holster it like 3 times or whatever. And you just know that lady, that the career path for her is like, because no one would even know that she was there if he didn't get shot that day. Right. So, her career path was like, it's supposed to be, she's going to be up for some like really big promotion. And like in the movie version of this, which is how all these people see their lives, some guy is going to be like, well, she can't go to that position because this is for people who have those credentials, but also have field experience. And then somebody's going to be like, excuse me, she does have field experience. She protected candidate Trump, and it was all like her being assigned to the field that way was like a take that, and that's what all the government jobs are. It's like, it's just fake gay people doing fake gay things. I want them all to be fired. If you listen to the last episode, I want the tariffs to be 1,000% on everyone. I want America to just have 2 oceans and 2 nothing countries on all 4 sides, and be at peace and just be like a moderately successful, peaceful country that's really nice to live in, and not some kind of world-spanning empire that's trying to dominate everyone. And when you take these people who shouldn't be having these jobs, shouldn't be having these like 6-figure salaried DC federal government jobs, right? Whether they start at actual 6 figures or they get there in 5 years, or if you total up the crazy benefits that they get, you could kind of value them that way. They shouldn't have those. Those shouldn't exist. Those are like, you want to talk about like universal basic income. That's what these federal workers basically had. Fuck them. And it is really, really, really funny to go on Tucker Carlson and say, hey, why don't they just well, you know, we banned hoodies from being imported from China, so why don't they just why don't these ladies just go you know, sew buttons on hoodies or something like that, Tucker? And Tucker goes, you sucked Obama's cock. Yeah, Tucker kicks ass. I don't know. I mean, I've said everything I need to say about Tucker. I mean, I hate the thing about Tucker. The only thing wrong with Tucker's show, if Tucker would just lean into being gay, I would, and I don't even mean these literally homosexual. Like, I think he does fuck his wife, but whoever he got with, whatever production company he got with, where they're like, we're going to have a lot of like twangy guitar and do like a country theme for your show. Like, it's so wildly inappropriate for who he is. He's like the gayest guy you've ever seen. He's like there was really weird, eccentric, little effeminate guy who just happened to be like on the right wing side. And he's got the weirdest show. Just the production's all wrong. They just need to gay up the production. Just get rid of all the country stuff. You don't want to do a Washington thing, fine, but like, I mean, a Washington thing. Like, I mean, they don't want to do like a CNN graphics and like a CNN kind of aesthetic with everything. That's fine. They shouldn't do that. But all the country theming they've got, you know what I mean? Let me just bring that up. I wasn't planning to bring this up, but let's look at like Tucker's YouTube channel right now. Just going to go to YouTube and Tucker. Oh, also my keyboard's broken. My keyboard literally doesn't work. I have to buy a new keyboard. Tucker Carlson, here we go.
Okay, so I want...
All right, let's just listen to
First of all, I wish to in fact to mention that all my...
Okay, can we just get through to the... Why isn't he playing the intro he always plays? You know that real country intro? Maybe this.
Okay, so I want to impose my theory on you, and you tell me what you think. So for the past 15 years, I've been watching
I actually haven't seen this
the
one.
feds, the FBI, the DOJ try to...
All right, let me see if we get through this and we get to here we go. Okay, here's the theme.
Between those two facts.
Here's the theme. Listen to that. What the hell is that? That's not Tucker Carlson. It's literally on the screen right now. It's a picture of Tucker, like, in hunting gear with this music play. He's not a country guy. His dad was in the CIA, wasn't he? Like, what is he doing with this theme? Well, whatever. I mean, it's awesome that that he's having people on there talking about sucking the president's cock and talking about how all these fucking DC fags need to all be fired and they all need to just go work in the mines. That does kick ass. I can't be mad at him. I'm just saying, like, he should hire me to do production. I'll be like, look, it's called VetoTube. This is and the little cat, it bounces up and down when you talk, and you can just go look up right on Bandcamp for music you can use. That's my production advice. My production advice is well, it's on budget. You know, you got to give me that. All right, let's see what else. I've got more Israel stuff, but that's no fun. Okay. All right. Let's get into this is one. If this story does not make you smile, you do not have a beating heart, my friend. All right. This is from the Latin Times. I'm going to read the headline now. This is a real headline. Okay? Not making this up. Real headline. When I said there were gems this week, this is what I was talking about, okay? Fake Down syndrome influencers created with AI are being used to promote OnlyFans content. All right, so let's look here. So there's a picture of a girl, and it's going to be very challenging for me to describe the way this girl looks for the audio listeners. Okay, the video just has a still photo of the girl. So, how do I describe this? It's a woman in a spaghetti string top, the very attractive body, and someone has used AI to move around some of the features of her face, to take like a normal, like beautiful girl's face and make it look like she has Down syndrome. So it's still the really hot body. It's still like the kind of like sexy hair and everything, but but the girl has Down syndrome. Okay, so let's read here. A disturbing trend has emerged where AI is being used to create Instagram influencers with Down syndrome to promote adult content on platforms like OnlyFans and FanView. This practice, which involves stealing content from real creators and replacing their faces with AI-generated ones, has grown into a concerning industry, 404 Media reported. The resulting fake personas are then used to sell nudes on monetized platforms with a focus on exploiting the fetishization of disabilities. Wouldn't it be really funny if I, right after my big lecture about how guys who are too into fighting child abuse, there must be something else going on there. If I got like furious at this one. If I got like so mad at this one that you came away from the pod like sure that I wouldn't fuck someone with Down syndrome. Like, oh, these people who jerk off to Down syndrome girls make me so sick. I'm joining bikers for protecting sexy kids with Down syndrome. All right, let's go on. I think there's just a little bit more here. One of the most notable AI-generated influencers is at Maria D. Opari, who has over 148,000 Instagram followers. Oh no, they had an Instagram embed here, but the link to this photo or video may be broken or the post may have been removed. Yeah, maybe this article made Instagram delete that. But, hey, if it's AI made, I mean, come on. Give people a break. Overall, these accounts recycle content, reusing videos and bios, and often link to the same adult content pages. Although many of the deep-faked faces appear convincing, subtle errors expose their artificial nature. These influencers frequently promote their AI-modified appearances with explicit references to adult content, with some even using terms like only down to push their message. Only down. Okay, we've got another embedded Instagram post that's been removed. As more platforms allow AI-generated content to be monetized, this troubling trend may grow, sparking calls for stricter regulations on social media and adult content sites. Hey, home of the free, okay? What do you mean? What is this, Soviet Russia? What is this, Nazi Germany? What's the problem? Aren't people free to enjoy what they enjoy? Only down. You know, it is like, what are... Here's another thing that I don't want to actually Google and then know the answer to, is like what the legalities are. Like how retarded do they have to be before it's illegal? I hope it's like even the slightest retardation and it's hands off. That's my hope. I mean, unless you're retarded yourself. But God, this is rough. This is a rough one. Yeah, I really don't need anybody being like, hey, Wizard Cat, what's the age of consent in Texas? I'll be like, oh, it's 16. I just looked at... Oh, I was looking it up because there was a story... And then they're like, hey, Wizard Cat, is it even legal to have sex with someone with Down syndrome? I'll be like, well, in New York, it's strictly illegal. Now, in Tennessee, there is a gray area. You can... like, these are things... there's the only way to win these conversations is to be ignorant, which is actually a way to win a lot. I mean, I recommend being ignorant on all kinds of things going forward in your life. Be ignorant. Trust the Keikaku of Trump-sama. Find some joy out there, though, everybody. I mean, if you don't laugh at... someone exploiting someone who actually has Down syndrome, horrific. If you laugh at that, you're a monster, right? Yeah, don't laugh at that. But people making money, taking like photos of actual hot girls and making it look like they have Down syndrome and selling OnlyFans and using the tagline "Only Down." I mean, I'm not saying you have to congratulate those people or that you have to admire those people, but on some level, you have to laugh at that. You got to find the joy out there, folks. Find the joy out there. We're going to put all our enemies in the mines, in the t-shirt mines, making t-shirts for us. We're going to make America great again. All right. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hold on, buddy. Before you hit that vape, replace that coil, use this one. This one has been Hitlerized by racial conflict. Oh, and here's the blueberry lemon juice. This stuff is full of Hitlerized salts. Now careful of those clouds you're puffing are a powerful delousing agent. Puffing Hitlerized juice, Hitlerized clouds taste like Hitlerized fruits. Blueberry lemon goes hard like a delousing agent. Puffin' Hitlerized juice, vaping racial conflict. Puffin' Hitlerized juice, vaping racial conflict. Hold on, buddy. Before you hit that vape, replace that coil, use this one. This one has been Hitlerized by racial conflict. Oh, and here's the blueberry lemon juice. This stuff is full of Hitlerized salts. Now careful of those clouds you're puffing are a powerful delousing agent. Puffin' Hitlerized juice, Hitlerized clouds taste like Hitlerized fruits. Blueberry lemon goes hard like a delousing agent. Puffin' Hitlerized juice, vaping racial conflict. Puffin' Hitlerized juice, vaping racial conflict. Puffin' Hitlerized juice. conflict in the Poughkeepsie vape store. Indian man selling me vape juice is confronted as he's holding the item he intends to charge me for by an African American youth. His face entirely covered in a black mask, insisting that the Indian man allow him to charge his phone in the store. The Indian man refuses, says, "New brew, my boss already call me ass. Why customers waiting 30 minutes, who that and back? I can't brew, I can't, yo." Says the youth, "Bro, just let me charge my phone, bro. I ain't even doing nothing, I can't let you do that." Says the Indian, "No, bro, I can't, no, I already let you. I'm in trouble, he's still holding my fucking coils, bruh." Says the youth, "Just let me charge my phone, bro. How much that charger? I'll pay, it is not for sale." The Indian, still holding my increasingly Hitlerized coils. The youth finally steps away, then he turns around. "Yo, what the fuck? What?" says the Indian man holding my coils. "Yo, what the fuck?" says the youth. "What?" says the Indian man holding my coils. "Yo, what the fuck? Just let me charge my phone, I even pay you. I cannot do that for you. You want I Gert-fied for you? Boss already call me, ask why customer waiting for 30 minutes, bruh." Says the youth. Finally the Indian man scans my coils. The argument continues as I pay for my goods, sign my name, push button for no receipt, and leave without a word. "I don't understand," says the youth. "I ain't doing nothing, I ain't bothering you, I just wanna charge my phone." Agent. Blueberry lemon, Hitlerized. Bruh, just let me charge my phone, I ain't even doing nothing, bro. Bruh, I cannot do that.